Chicago at 3 a.m. still blazed beneath Alexander Voss's feet. From the 87th floor of Voss Tower, he gazed down at Lakeshore Drive, streams of car lights flowing like rivers of light without end. The 600-square-meter penthouse housed only one resident, yet 17 staff members worked 24/7 on the floor below. His private Gulfstream G700 waited at O'Hare, the pilot dozing on an Italian leather sofa for a single text. Alex was 35'6'3", black hair, slicked back, steel-gray eyes, cold as iron. Forbes dubbed him the youngest real estate king of the Midwest. He once bought an entire West Loop block just for the red brick. Women flocked to him like moths to flame, leaving with Hermès bags and non-disclosure agreements. Love is leverage, he told himself each night, pouring Macallan 25 into a Baccarat crystal glass. I don't lose control. At the same moment, in the basement of the Art Institute of Chicago, Eleanor Hart Nora to everyone was dusting the last Monet of the day. 28. Brown hair in a low ponytail. Amber eyes that met yours straight on. She'd grown up in 4 different foster homes, learning to stand alone before she could ride a bike. Nora was the Institute's youngest curator in history. She could recite 2,000 paintings by heart, but never spoke of her parents. Independence is the one thing no one can take from me, she told her best friend, over cheap wine at a Logan Square bar. They met at a charity gala at the Drake. Alex, in a Tom Ford tux, was about to leave when he saw Nora beside water lilies, simple black dress, faint smile. He approached Miss Hart. I could fund an entire gallery if you'll have one drink with me. Nora looked him dead in the eye. I'm not for sale, Mr. Voss. The words struck like a bullet. 3 months later, they walked the lakefront at night, wind whipping her hair. Alex had never heard anyone laugh like that. On a meteor shower night, he knelt on the Adler Planetarium steps, Harry Winston box, trembling in his hand. Marry me, Nora. She nodded, eyes shining. Sunday morning, Lake Michigan sunlight poured through floor-to-ceiling windows, turning the penthouse kitchen into a living painting. Nora wore Alex's old t-shirt, one hand resting lightly on her still flat belly. Alex, I have something to tell you. He was pouring Ethiopian coffee, grinning wide. You want another Picasso? I'll call Sotheby's right now. Nora drew a breath, smiled gently. Not a painting. It's a baby. The coffee cup froze mid-air, then clinked down sharp as a gunshot. A smile bloomed on Alex's face, genuine, warm, unseen before. Then it froze. In his mind flashed his father walking out when he was 6, leaving his mother sobbing in a South Side tenement. I'll never be him, he had sworn. Now the vow bit back. You sure? His voice cracked. 3 months, Nora said, eyes bright. We'll be good at this, Alex. He pulled her close arms, trembling. 3 months later, the rehearsal dinner at the Drake glittered like a film. 300 guests, rooftop fireworks, violins playing Clair de Lune. Alex raised his glass. Tomorrow, Nora becomes my wife, the only woman who ever made me want to stop. Applause. Nora in white silk, hand in his unaware he hadn't slept in 3 nights. 2 a.m. honeymoon suite. Alex sat on the edge of the king bed, crushing his phone. Text to the pilot O'Hare. Wheels up in 30. No questions. He opened the ring box, 8-carat diamond glinting like mockery. Scrawled a note with the Mont Blanc, I can't. Forgive me. A. Set the ring on cold marble. Door clicked shut. Dawn. Nora pushed in wedding dress hanging ready. Saw the ring, the note. sank to the floor, arms around her belly, no loud sobs, just one choked gasp like wind through a cracked pane. 7 years passed like a song sliced in half. In Logan Square, a two-story brownstone rent paid with weekend shifts. Liam Hart, born Christmas Day, 7. One Oz, steel-gray eyes like someone's. Nora never spoke the father's name. When Liam asked, "Where's Dad?" she answered, "Some dads get lost, but Mom will never lose you." She worked 6 to 2, came home to cook spaghetti, told stories by flashlight during blackouts. Liam slept clutching a train, plush dreaming of the day Dad finds the way home. Meanwhile in Dubai, Voss Towers rose 102 stories from sand. Alex dated a Swedish supermodel, then a Hollywood actress, then no one remembered names. Every night he drank Macallan 25 in a 7-star suite, staring at the one photo of Nora he never deleted. Secret, he seeded the Voss Future Scholarship, $47 million for single mothers. When his assistant asked, he snarled, "Don't." October. A cold wind off Lake Michigan whipped gold leaves in chaos along Michigan Avenue. Nora held Liam's hand as they crossed Rush Street, the 6-year-old skipping dinosaur backpack bouncing. Mom pizza day at school, he cheered, steel-gray eyes sparkling. Across the street, the black Escalade's door swung open. Alex stepped out, gray cashmere coat, steaming Starbucks in hand. He was turning toward the Apple store when his gaze locked on Nora. Time stopped. Wind kept blowing, leaves kept swirling, but he saw only her brown hair in a low knot, gentle smile for Liam. And the boy. Black curls, dimples, proud nose, like staring into a childhood mirror. "Mommy, why's that man staring?" Liam tugged her hand, curious. Nora turned. Face pale, but amber eyes sharp. "Let's go, honey," she whispered, gripping tighter. Alex bolted across the street, tires screeching. Nora. She halted back, rigid. "You lost the right to my name. The boy. He's mine, isn't he?" His voice cracked, no longer the real estate titan, just a man breaking. Nora spun, eyes blazing. "You forfeited questions the day you left a ring on marble." Liam hid behind her legs, peering at the stranger. Alex knelt to eye level. "What's your name, kid?" "Liam Hart," the boy said, small but clear. Alex shot upright, world spinning. That night he booked a private lab at Rush Medical. A strand of hair from Liam's forgotten knit cap at school, he slipped the teacher 10 grand to borrow it for a day. 36 hours of hell. Alex paced the penthouse, shattered, a $41,000 Murano Vaz whiskey pooling on the Persian rug. He barked at his assistant, "Cancel everything. Dubai, London, all of it. Permanently." The lab envelope arrived at 4 a.m. Alex sank into the leather sofa, hands shaking as he tore it open. White paper, black ink, 99.998% paternity confirmed. He crumpled to the floor, first tears since age 6. They fell on the page, smudging the letters. "Liam," he whispered. "My son." Light rain pattered on the Logan Square brownstone's awning, steady as a frantic heartbeat. Alex stood at the door, no Escalade, no bodyguard, just a dark gray sweater soaked through. In his hand, Liam's crayon drawing a green train, grinning son scrawled, "For mommy," that the preschool teacher had slipped him. He drew a breath, rang the bell. Ding-dong, then silence. The door cracked open. Nora appeared, hair damp from Liam's bath-faded t-shirt clinging. Her eyes were ice, but she didn't slam the door. "What do you want?" Alex dropped to his knees on the wet welcome mat. "I'm not here to take. I'm here to beg." His voice splintered, no longer the tycoon who once bought a city block for its brick. I'm a coward. 7 years ago, I ran from fatherhood. Now I'm terrified of losing my son, so I'm on my knees in front of you." Nora said nothing. Rain slid from his hair down his neck. From the staircase, Liam peeked out, eyes wide. "Mommy, is he the lost dad?" The child's question cut like a blade. Nora pressed her lips, then opened the door wider. "Come in." Liam's almost asleep. Old oak kitchen table, warm yellow light. Alex sat opposite Nora, clutching the drawing with both hands. 2 years of therapy. Sold the jet, killed the Playboy image. Money can't buy the 7 years I threw away. Nora met his gaze, voice level but sharp. "Trust isn't a switch, Alex. It's 7:03 a.m. Fevers I handled alone, 7 years of where's dad, and me only able to hug him." Alex bowed his head. Tears hit the table. "I know. I'll prove it day by day, not with money." Liam dashed in arms around her neck. "Mom, he's crying." Nora smoothed his hair, eyes softening a fraction. "He's trying to find his way home." Spring arrived, snow melting into glittering puddles on the Logan Square sidewalks. Alex showed up at every Little League game in Humboldt Park, perched on splintered wooden bleachers, voice hoarse from cheering. Liam swung the bat ball soaring, then barreled into his arms. "Alex, I hit it." Alex instead of Mr. Voss was the first milestone. Nora stood farther off beneath the oak's hands in her coat pockets, the scar on her heart still tender, but easing at the sight of Liam's grin. Wednesday evening's therapy room on Michigan Avenue. Brown leather chairs, muted lamplight. Alex read aloud the letters Nora never sent 7 years ago, paper yellowed ink, blurred by old tears. "I hate you, but I kept the voicemail you left at 3 a.m. on our wedding day." His voice cracked. Nora looked down, hearing the recording for the first time. "Nora, I'm sorry," she cried. Alex didn't hug her, just offered a tissue. "You can hate me forever, but let me be his father, please." Nora gave a small nod. Liam slept between them on the couch, one hand clutching Mom, the other Dad. Outside the window, the L train rattled past its golden lights, a promise slowly taking shape. July dawn painted the Art Institute's rooftop pink. Just 4 people, Nora in simple white silk, Alex in pale blue shirt, Liam in his baseball cap, and Nora's foster mother as witness. 2 white gold rings lay on a small wooden table engraved in tiny script, 7 years late, forever on time. Liam grabbed both their hands, shouting, "Now we're a triangle, the strongest shape," Alex kissed. Nora's forehead whispering, "I lost 7 years. I'll spend 70 making it up." 1 year later, a family photo hung on the Logan Square wall, Alex pushing the swing, Liam grinning wide, Nora laughing mid-push. Outside the window, Lake Michigan sparkled, witness to a love that circled 7 years, to land exactly where it belonged.